Anyone who has triskaidekaphobia should not watch this episode. So if you're watching this the day it comes out, it is Friday the 13th, which means it is, well, at least in Western culture, the most unlucky day ever. Not, I wouldn't say of the year, because it could potentially happen more than once in a year, but it is very unlucky, and we want to stay as lucky as possible, especially with what just happened in 2016, it being a new year. I feel like we want to keep the luck going. Granted, if you live in either Hispanic or Greek cultures, you may be more worried about Tuesday the 13th, or if you're in Italy, Friday the 17th. I couldn't tell you why, but I just know that they're true, so let's just leave it at that. So I decided to save you guys some grief and talk about the 5 ways to survive Friday the 13th. And no, I'm not talking about Jason Voorhees coming out of the woods and just stabbing you to death. I'm talking about just surviving the day. So without further ado, let's start with number 5. Number 5 is basically to avoid all superstitions. We don't want to take any chances, so the best thing to do is just avoid all superstitions. If you have a black cat, maybe you want to just throw it in a closet for a day, just in case. You know, give it some food, water, give it this litter box, put a light on, make it comfortable, but just stay away from it for a while, because it crossed your path, you don't know what's going to happen. And maybe stay away from any mirrors, because you don't want to break them for the 7 years bad luck. And then also, you might just want to stay away from any salt. And if you do tip over the salt, pick it up with your right hand and throw it over your left shoulder. That's how it works. The superstition goes away if you do that with salt. Don't ask me why, I just know that's how you do it, so just in case, you know now how to prevent salt demons, which I'm assuming is what happens if you don't do that. Try your damnedest to just make sure every superstition is covered, and you'll be fine. Number 4. Number 4 is carry around as many good luck charms as you can. Go out and look for a 4-leaf clover. Carry around a lucky rabbit's foot. Granted, that is horrible. I don't even get that at all, but if you got it and you believe in it, sure, go for it. Got a lucky quarter? Or, you know what? For God's sake, just wear your lucky underwear if you have some. Whatever it takes, if you have something that's super lucky, that you believe is lucky, do it. It'll just help you out. Sometimes these things are just a mind game. Even though you don't necessarily believe in these things, you might just have bad luck just because you're thinking about it. So if you have something to counteract it, and you believe that these things are lucky, well, maybe you'll just have an ordinary day because you think the bad things are going to happen, but you also think the good things are going to happen, and it's just average. And then maybe if you find a penny on the ground, you pick it up. Granted, I hear through the grapevine that if it is on heads, it is good luck, but if it's on tails, it is bad luck. I don't know if you guys heard that. If you've heard it, put it in the comments, because I'd be curious to know if you've heard any of these weird superstitions too. Because I get nervous now picking up pennies, because I just have to look. I have to look at what it is, and I imagine if it's tails, I'm probably gonna get syphilis. Let's just be honest. If it's tails, I'll pick it up, got syphilis. Next is number 3. Number 3 is not necessarily anything that can prevent the luck, but at least it's something to do. You can go and get a very, very cheap tattoo. That's right, you can go to most tattoo places and get a tattoo for just $13. However, you might want to check to make sure that they honor these deals. But if that's true, that's pretty sweet. You can get a little tattoo, probably about the size of a quarter, somewhere on your body for $13. I think you can only use one ink, so it's just black and white, but still, it's like $13 for a fucking tattoo. That's pretty sweet. Granted, there's one downfall. A lot of places that do honor this deal, well, you might have to fight a line because they can get super long. And tattoos aren't really quick. They have to clean everything, design it, put it on your body, and then do it. And they only have so many people. So you might have to fight in a line for quite a while before you get your tattoo done. Or they might just do a cutoff. I'm not sure. But at least you tried, right? At least you tried. Number 2. Lock yourself inside, hide, or blend in. Do whatever it takes to just disappear for the day. Make sure that there's nothing around you that could potentially go wrong. Maybe you could wear all black and just blend in with the walls and just sit there. Maybe you can wear camo and just like sit underneath some grass for a while. I don't know. Do something to where you just avoid the day altogether. Maybe take a day off and take some time to watch YouTube and maybe enjoy my channel. Hint, hint. And then finally, number 1. And that's basically just not give a shit about it. The thing about Friday the 13th is it's basically just a superstition, so there's really nothing to worry about. And to be honest, Friday the 13th is one of the luckiest days for me, because last year, 2016, in May, there was Friday the 13th. And guess what? 2 of the best things I ever did happened. First, I started this channel, and I made my first video and I posted it on Friday the 13th. And then, the same day, the same Friday the 13th, I met Kiefer, who has made me more happy than I could ever imagine. So, it's not all that bad. It's all in your head, like I said before, so you don't have to really worry too much about Friday the 13th. I feel like we all get worked up in superstitions and we try to think of these things, but you know what? It's just something that somebody made up a long time ago. So don't get too hung up on the superstition and just enjoy your day. It is Friday after all, you should just celebrate. Just go out, go have some fun, go have a drink if you're old enough and legal. And I have some suggestions for you. Oh, I do. Cranberry Red Bull, the red can, and then orange vodka. Preferably 3 olives if you have it. Just combine those. Good combo. Beautiful combo. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and I hope that you survived Friday the 13th. And if you did, let me know in the comments, and let me know some of the other superstitious things that you do. Maybe you do something really crazy, and maybe it's not just on one single day. Maybe you carry around something really lucky that you think is lucky, and I'd like to know what it is. Send me pictures on Instagram or Twitter and stuff like that. I am always interested to see what people do. I don't know what it is, but I am one of those people that just love to know what other people are doing. Maybe it's just because I'm nosy. I'm incredibly nosy. And don't forget, I have all my social media, the whole 9, the whole 13 even. And also my other channel, WhatsItToYa Productions, where we do some crazy goofy things, and you'll find all of that in the description below. So until next time, my little unlucky bitches,